This is the 2005 Kawasaki Ninja 250R, and if this is your first bike, here's why you should definitely get one. Now the Ninja is a pretty iconic bike. Most people are going to know what the Ninja is. It's like the bike, kind of. So down here in the engine, it has a 29 horsepower 4-stroke carbureted engine. And since it's carbureted, you have to give it plenty of time to warm up. It isn't really a big thing. I usually give it 5 to 7 minutes, and that's plenty of time. And I know a lot of people complain about how loud and annoying a carbureted engine is, but this bike is not loud by any means. It's fairly quiet, and it won't annoy anybody really. Price-wise on the bike, it really won't be hurting the bank. Kelly Blue Book value for a brand new one is around $1,700. Trade-in value is around $1,100. I paid $1,650 for this. It's not really an expensive bike, and over the years, over time goes on, they're just going to go down. So if you are looking to get one of these bikes, there's a few little things that you probably want to know about. So under the seat here, there's a little lock right down here. It's going to unlock the seat, take it off, and underneath is going to be a little tool bag and a little storage compartment for little things. There's also a helmet lock where you twist it back, clip in your helmet, lock it again. Really convenient. I use this all the time when I ride. And down here underneath the engine, there is a little knob. It's very tiny, and that is going to adjust what the bike idles at in neutral, or if you have it just sitting in first gear. You want to turn this thing ever so slightly. It is very sensitive. I like to have my bike idle at around 1,500 to 2,000 RPMs. Now this bike can come in a multitude of colors. As you can see, I have the black and green one. That's personally my favorite. But I've also seen it in orange and purple, silver and red, yellow and red, all yellow. There's a ton of colors out there for pretty much whatever you like. Honestly, there's not many bad things I can say about this bike other than I have 3 gripes. On the occasion, probably 1 in 20 times, when I go to turn on the bike, put it in neutral, it will not click into neutral. It is a sometimes really hard time going into neutral, but after a couple times you give it some force, it'll go. Also, the exhaust sounds kind of like an over-glorified weed whacker. If you want to get slip-ons to make it sound better, I would go for it. I just don't want to put the money into it right now. And up here, there is no fuel gauge. There's kind of everything except the fuel gauge. There's temperature, your RPMs, and your speed, turning signals, brights, neutral, and oil. So to tell how much gas I have left, or how much range I have left, there is an odometer meter right down here. What I do is I fill the tank, I click it in when it's down to 0. Typically, I get around 175 to 180 miles on a full tank, and it costs me like $9 to fill up. And I only put premium gas in the tank. I just feel that it runs better, and you can definitely tell when it runs better. There are also a ton of things to love about this bike. It is extremely reliable. It could be the dead of winter, haven't ridden the bike in like 3 weeks, and it will start on a dime. It has no problem starting whatsoever. It's also easy to ride. I have never ridden manual before, or driven manual before I got a motorcycle. First time, within 10 minutes of riding, I was already shifting into gear. The learning curve is extremely low, so that's awesome for beginner riders. It's also fairly cheap. I wasn't looking to spend a ton of money on a bike. I wanted to get something that I thought looked cool, was fun, and reliable and easy to ride. And this is literally that. It is, to me, the ideal bike for the beginner rider. Alright, now I'm just going to start the bike up and show you what it sounds like. Kill switch. Starts right off. That's what it sounds like. It's not the most pleasant sounding thing, but whatever. So there you have it, the Kawasaki Ninja 250R. I love this bike. I would highly recommend it to anyone who is looking to get a motorcycle. It's got everything a beginner would need. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was very informative, and hope you decide whether or not you want a Kawasaki.